What's up, guys, and welcome to the Galakras Raid Guide. As always, the abilities for the encounter will be scrolling above my head, so go ahead and take a look at those. But let's get right into this one. This is a little bit longer of a fight. It's pretty much wave control, add priority kill, and then your raid gets to do a couple of different things that they don't normally get to do. This fight has a lot of everything and has a lot of different phases, so let's get right into it. The first thing that you need to know about this fight is there's going to be continuous waves of adds that pretty much come down the hill. So what you need to do is you just really need to AoE and burn them down. Now the trick is there is priorities for some of the adds. You can get a shaman. If you get a shaman, that is your #1 priority. You want to kill the shaman while interrupting. The reason you want to do this, obviously the shaman will cast a chain heal, which will heal all of his friends, not you. And he can also drop a totem. If he does drop a totem, you need to switch, burn down that totem. The second priority would be banners. There is a flag carrier who can drop a banner. The banner buffs every one of the minions who is out. So you pretty much just need to burn down that banner as quick as possible and then go back to AoEing. So for the add waves, pretty much the priority is shaman with interrupts and then switch to their totems. Switch to banners when they drop, AoE everything down. That's pretty much the way to handle it. Okay, but really what you're going to be doing is it's very, very sequential, okay, how this fight works. It's trash mob, mini boss, demo, repeat. Okay, so you go through your trash mobs, eventually a mini boss will come out. Kill the mini boss, then a demo will come out. You kill the demolisher, and then how we handled this is we had our melee and one of our tanks go up one side, handle everything else. You run up the tower, clear out the tower, go to the top, clear out all the adds on top, and then you can click a rope, jump down, and then you just rinse and repeat. Now you can do two different things. You can leave once you click the rope, you can actually click it again to go back up it. So if DPS isn't a problem, you can have the one shooter go up. However, it's a lot smarter and a lot more DPS efficient to have everybody come back down off the tower, stack back up, help kill all the adds. And then once you've rinsed and repeat through the second mini-boss and the second demolisher and you clear the right-hand tower, then you can have one person veer off and go and get back up on the left tower. Now you could either do that, or you could just have the person who's in charge of being the gunman on the left-hand tower, you can just have him stay down and help DPS adds with ranged. It's up to you. And then that way when the right tower is almost clear, he just runs over, takes the rope, goes back up. You both get in the gun, boom boom, fire at Galakras until it comes down, and then you're in the final phase of the encounter. But before we get into that, let's talk about the two mini bosses. So the two mini bosses that you have to fight in this fight is the snake lady, as I like to call her, and then Thranak. Now what you need to understand about the snake lady is it's pretty simple. There's really only two mechanics. And keep in mind also that there can be waves of adds that are either still being cleared up or just coming out while this boss is down. So the easiest way to deal with this, the snake lady only really has two abilities. For melee, you move out of the cone. Like you'll see a cloudy cone, it does a frontal cone damage, you pretty much just stay out of that, you're good to go. The range, you have to deal with the poison cloud. You pretty much don't stand in poison cloud, Blizzard 101 again, and you'll be able to get through that boss. As you keep going through, you clear the tower, you get through the adds, you get through to the next mini boss. You will have to avoid a cleave that he does. Again, cloud on the ground, pretty much frontal cone. Same idea. So you just want to make sure that if the boss is facing you, you're not facing the boss. Okay, get away. And then he also does an ability where he grips everybody in, and then we'll do the cone, and it will really, really hurt if you get hit by that cleave. So the easiest way to do it is when you get gripped in, if you have a stampeding roar, if you have, a blink, engineering boots, any speed boost you have, you just want to get out of that cone and then continue DPSing, rinse and repeat until he's down. Now, once you have cleared both towers, you get your guys up there, they're shooting, you're still dealing with adds on the ground, mind you. Once Galakras comes down, this is when we popped Lust. And the reason we did this is because this way, if there's any other adds, they will pretty much go down to cleave, especially if you have, any good cleave class will be loving this part of the fight. What you want to do is you want to have your range and melee kind of stacked in a line behind, or you know what I mean, in a line behind the boss. So what you're going to be doing, and the reason you're doing that is because he does a flame ability, a big flame ball. He will choose a random target and shoot a flame at it. Now, it will one-shot that person, and it will pretty much one-shot your raid if that person doesn't have it run through everybody. What do I mean by that? Is the more players that the flame ball runs through getting to his target, the less damage it does and the less explosion damage it does. So what you're going to do is you want to try to get it through as many raid members as possible. So you have that person run to the back of the room, let it explode there, and then stack back up. And then it's literally just rinse and repeat that. That's the only mechanic you have to worry about in the final phase with Galakras. The only other thing that you have to worry about during this last phase, guys, is watch your debuffs. If you get stacks, if you get any of these fiery stacks, you will take more damage. Now, it doesn't take long for those stacks to dissipate, but you need to understand that if you just move out, 5-6 yards away from the group, not everybody has to be hit by that flame. But everybody without the debuff pretty much does. You just need to make sure that you're soaking as many people as possible. If you do have that stacking debuff and then you're taking flame damage, it will really strain your healers if it doesn't kill you. So make sure if you do have stacks and you are going to take the explosion, that you're popping a personal cooldown, popping a health stone, doing anything to help your healers out during this phase, because the quicker you can burn down this boss, the less damage you're going out, the less stacks that are out, and obviously the quicker you'll get them down, and that's the goal. So just make sure of a couple things during this fight. Again, your priority kills. You go trash mob, mini boss, demo, clear tower, repeat. That's it. For the trash mobs, shaman, most important, interrupt them and kill their totems. Banners, when the flag carriers drop the banners, burn the banners down. Also understand that when those banners do drop, tanks, if you have a personal cooldown to pop, understand that you will be taking a ton of damage until that banner goes down. So maybe making sure that you have a cooldown for that might be necessary. Again, burn mini boss Snake Lady, move out of the poison cloud, and don't take the cone damage. Clear your towers, rinse, repeat. When you get gripped in by the second mini boss, you run away, don't get cleaved. Have the shooters shoot down Galakras, bring him down, everybody get in your line or stack up for fireball. If you get it, run to the back of the room, then stack back up. If you get stacks, move out a little bit so you're still in, AoE heals, but you're not going to take that stack from the flame ball, then get back in. And that's GG, guys. That's the entire fight. You guys can do this one, and as always, we'll see you in the next one.